Hi everyone, Michelle Ferreri here, Member of Parliament, Peterborough Kawartha, and back at it, back on Parliament Hill. So Parliament resumes session tomorrow, Monday, September 16th, 2024. And what does that mean to you, the voter? You know, I have this saying, I get to talk to lots and lots of people, and Canadians we're pretty complacent, kind, congenial people, eh? Like to get along. I don't like to do politics. I don't like to get involved in politics. Honey, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. And that's what we've seen after 9 years of this disastrous Liberal NDP government. So what's going to happen tomorrow? A lot of things are going to happen. Obviously, we're going to have to, call Jagmeet and the Bloc out on their nonsense that they're out of the coalition. Okay, then vote non-confidence and let's get at it and make life affordable and get Canada back, because the crime and chaos and the suffering are at rampant levels. But the other thing that's going to happen is I will sit at my Status of Women committee. So for those of you who followed this story, in the summer we had an emergency meeting because Stats Canada released some shocking statistics. Since 2015, sexual assaults are up 75%. Total sexual violations against children are up 119%. Forcible confinement or kidnapping up 11%. Indecent harassing or communications up 86.41%. Non-consensual distribution of intimate images up 801%. And human trafficking in persons is up 84% after 9 years of this Liberal NDP coalition. Do not let the NDP off the hook for this. They say they're out, but they are equally responsible for all of the disasters that have happened under this government. So in the summer, we called an emergency meeting. Witnesses came to testify. A survivor of domestic violence, Kate Alexander, she was almost beaten to death by her then partner attacker, who is walking free. It was actually on the anniversary of her attack. She was testifying. Then we had Megan Walker testify about advocacy, what we need to do in terms of what we need to change right now in the justice system, what we need to change right now to decrease these numbers. Domestic violence has been around for a long, long time, but it has gotten significantly worse under this Liberal NDP government, and there are things we can do to fix it. But we can't fix it if we don't listen, right? If we don't listen to the people who have the solutions. And so what happened when it was time to go around and listen, after a witness testifies in committee, then each MP, so there's all parties are represented at each committee, each MP has a chance to ask questions. So when it came time for the Liberal MP to ask a question, this is Anita Vandenbeld. She didn't ask a question. She didn't let the witnesses finish their testimony. She didn't give them space to talk. She put forward a motion on abortion. It was disgusting. It was disgraceful. The witnesses got up, cried, left in tears. The mother of the victim of Kate Alexander just chastised the committee. It was absolutely disgraceful what happened. And Anita Vandenbeld still has not apologized for what she did. In fact, according to her, she's the victim. So we'll be calling this out tomorrow in committee. And the other thing we'll be doing in committee, I put forward a motion. What's really horrendous about all of this is that the minister responsible for women hasn't said a word about these shocking statistics on these attacks on women, this public safety crisis we have in our country, where people don't even feel safe walking downtown in their communities anymore. So I have put forward a motion calling on the minister to come testify before committee within 14 days of the motion being approved, for her to give us an update. What is happening? What's going on with the government? What's going on with the Liberal NDP? What are we doing to help restore safety, to help restore justice, and to give victims a voice? So that's what we'll be doing. You know, there's no transparency, there's no accountability. There hasn't been since the day Justin took office, because it's everybody else's fault. He's just the Prime Minister. I mean, it's not his problem, right? So we're going to continue to call that out. We're going to be putting forward non-confidence motions repeatedly and calling out, do not let the NDP off the hook. They are 100% in bed with the Liberals in this, and they are 100% responsible for everything that has happened. And don't let them feed you this narrative that, you know, we're creating policy to make life better. Listen, the reality is, after 9 years, nothing has been more unaffordable than it is now. People who used to volunteer at food banks are now using food banks. Food banks are running out of money. Families can't feed their children. They have to cut corners. They're using credit at exponential levels. When your economy falters, everything falters. The social safety nets falter. The people who donate to charity stop donating. The economy stops. And you know what we have right now that this Liberal NDP government wants to do? They want to quadruple a tax on gas, the carbon tax. That's their plan. It will crucify this economy. You think things are expensive now? It will get significantly worse. So we got to stop it. We got to force them. We got to call them out. Message your MPs, message your NDP MPs, message your Liberal MPs, message your Bloc MPs, and get out and walk, get out and run. Let me tell you, it's one of the things to help with resilience and to keep your mind focused, because I got to be focused for you. I'm listening to you. We're working for you, and stay tuned. You can watch all the things on CPAC. It's an app. It's free. You can watch what's happening in Parliament, and pay attention. It matters. You don't do politics. Politics will do you.